What is up guys, welcome back to the channel and another video, and this video is kind of a little bit more of a story time with two announcements. One a little bit more serious than the other, but don't worry, there is some photos in it. I wouldn't expect you to sit through me just blabbering an entire video and not have any photos. But just to let you know, it's definitely not my best work when it comes to photography. I was a little bit preoccupied, as you'll see when we get through the video. So a couple of weeks ago now, almost at this point, we went to Porto for a few days. Definitely not the best time of year to go to Porto. It gets a lot of rain, which we didn't really know until we had already got things booked and everything. But luckily, on our first day there, we got pretty lucky. Luckily, we got pretty lucky. Yeah, we got lucky the first day, and the weather was actually decent. The sun was kind of coming and going between the clouds, and there actually wasn't any rain. We just took the Fujis with us on this trip, so the X-T30 with the 18-55mm and the X-T3 with 35mm f2. On the first day, we got up for a sunrise and just took a little walk down to sort of the main area, which is down quite a lot of steps, down to where like the main bridges and the markets and stuff, kind of the touristy area of Porto, I would say. Now, it is pretty steep coming down those steps, and there is a lot of them, but got sort of a couple of photos of Christina on the way down. And when you get down there, you can sort of see the scale of things and why it took so long to get down. It's pretty dramatic looking. We have the huge big bridge, which a lot of people sort of say looks like the Eiffel Tower. There's definitely similarities there. Not quite as big, but it is pretty cool, and it's really dramatic down there with the river and the steep banks on each side with all the old houses and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool, dramatic spot to be. After we walked around the markets a little bit, we crossed over the bridge on the lower part of the big bridge, and I managed to get a couple of shots that I really like, probably my two favorite shots from the trip. And it was as we were walking along the bridge, the sun sort of came out between the clouds, but it was nice, really soft light because it was still early. And as I was looking back towards where we were coming from, I was able to just frame the buildings in between the big beams of the bridge. And luckily for me, there's also lamps on this bridge. And if you've seen any of our videos from Portugal previously, or even Spain, you'll know that I just love old lamps. I don't know if I actually mentioned it, but I do. Old sort of vintagey stuff in old towns like this. And the lamps on the bridge are just a nice touch. It's a little bit tricky framing this one up. I didn't really want any people in it. Some people like that. I don't really. So I was trying to wait because the bridge was quite busy. To get a nice shot with no one in it. And I really like how this first one turned out in the framing. I was able to frame it through the beams of the bridge, which I just think is cool, and the sun's just nicely glowing on those buildings and also sort of shining in on the road and the side of the bridge as well. So yeah, really like that one. And then as I made my way further down the bridge, I took sort of the same style of shot, but this time in landscape orientation, and I was able to include the other side of the bridge and the other lamp and sort of frame the buildings in between those gaps of the bridge. So yeah, really like how those ones turned out. And I used our spring evening street preset, which I thought just really brought these photos to life. And yeah, I just love how they turned out. And that brings me to the first smaller, less important announcement in this video, which is Black Friday related. And I'm not really a huge fan of the whole Black Friday thing. If you don't need something, don't buy it just because it's cheap. But at the same time, if you have been waiting on something that you want to buy, probably best to buy it when you're getting a solid discount. So it makes sense that way. But yeah. Now, I'm not sure how many people are waiting in anticipation for our preset pack, but if by any chance you are, or if you want to check it out, it's currently 50% off over on our website during Black Friday until this Sunday. I'll not blabber on too much about it, but these are the presets I've used to edit all of the photos you would have seen in all of the videos on our channel and also over on our Instagram. For the past 3 or 4 years, I've been using these presets I love the results I can get, and if you like the style of photos that you see in our videos or on our Instagram, then you'll probably like presets too. It's also a decent way to learn a little bit more about photo editing and how we edit our photos, because there's probably some stuff that we do in there to get a certain look that you maybe aren't aware of or don't realize that it can do what it does. So yeah, if you're interested in buying the presets, the link is in the description below. It also goes a long way to supporting us and the channel and just do what we do, so thanks in advance. Anyway, moving on from the less important little announcement to the more important one. So after we had took those photos and made our way across the bridge to the other side, I noticed a little spot that might be cool to take the typical sort of touristy selfie that we kind of like to do when we're on these trips. You may have seen some of them in previous videos, and it's something we want to do going forward. Just that kind of touristy pic. I often take them on the film camera, but this time we only had the Fuji, so we made our way down there and I set the tripod up, faffed around for a little bit as you do, got Christina to sort of stand in place, find the right spot, and then just sort of wait until the lighting was decent for that photo. And I'll just let the video play from here. You're in here all day. So look, try looking up at the white building, but then look at the bridge. Trying to see what's better. Probably, yeah, look the other way. Probably the bridge way, I think. That's what I was talking about.
Here it is. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Did that just happen? Like what?
What a view.
I'm still like shook. Shocked. Oh, it's a video.
So, as you've seen from that little clip, we are now engaged. Christina did say yes, by the way, just in case you didn't gather that from that clip.
I'm pretty sure it was obvious.
It probably was, to be fair. Be a weird reaction if you said no and then reacted like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
But that does mean two things. That means that you're stuck with me now. And also, I can't now buy any more camera stuff. Lenses, new film cameras and stuff. Because I have to save all the money for a wedding.
Uh-oh. That's a problem.
That is a problem. On a technical note though, I did record that clip that you just seen on the GoPro, which I mounted on top of the XT30. I pressed record on both of them, and as I went back to the cameras, I almost myself because the XT30 wasn't recording, and it's a little bit of an ongoing problem we've been having. I've had it trying to record this video where the camera doesn't recognize the memory card. There's an error writing the files and sometimes an error reading the files. I'm not sure if it's the little adapter I'm using for the memory card, but It's quite annoying, so thanks to the GoPro for actually working, otherwise I wouldn't have had that clip.
Yeah, that's true. You were smart enough to think of putting 2 devices and recording 2 at the same time.
This whole trip was a lot of preparation, so couldn't prepare everything and surprise Christina with everything and then miss the one recording I was trying to get the whole time. Anything, Dad?
No, just that it was a very wonderful moment and we just wanted to share it with you because you guys have followed along with us for a long time and we thought it was an important update that we should let you all know about. So yeah, it was a very, very surprising,
It was.
but wonderful moment.
Yeah, we also got a little, we actually did get the little touristy couple photo. It's not the best. It was actually before I did that. So I wasn't really actually thinking about posing for a photo. I was just thinking about how to line things up without Christina knowing. So it turned out okay. They were kind of nice to have. But anyway, the rest of the trip was pretty chilled. We just kind of wandered around, explored the city a little bit, ate some nice food, had some drinks, and took some not so great photos. Yeah, nice trip. A little bit more eventful than just normally just walking around taking photos.
I think after once that moment happened, I was just like kind of gone for the rest of the trip. So I wasn't even thinking about videos or photos or anything. It was just,
True.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Porto is a cool little city, and I think we will probably go back maybe during the summer or around that time. Take some more photos, maybe bring the film cameras too. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, a little bit different, couple of announcements, more of a story time. But hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, maybe give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you want to see more, and also check out the presets if you're interested in getting them 50% off for the rest of this week for Black Friday. So head over to the website, check them out, and I think that's pretty much it for this one, is it?
I don't think so.
Anything more to add?
Nope.
No, I don't think there is. So, as we always say, take it easy.
Don't be a stranger.
What'd you say?
Don't be a stranger.
See ya.